Heavy heart, yet again. I don't understand this sadness. A reason for it seems to be a distant knowledge and sleep, the best remedy. How worthy would life seem to you when every other person close to you feels like a stranger? Even the ones who brought you into this unforgiving world. Not that they are bad people, but sometimes the people you love the most seem like a lesser known part of your past. Every day, I open my eyes to my worst nightmare. My life. Night shifts are a blessing in a way. You suddenly realize how calm your life can be. You go to work fresh, the roads are relatively empty, the climate cool. Also, you get paid a wee bit better.
So, how have you been?
I'm good. How are you?
Jerry, I wanted to speak to you about something.
Yeah, sure.
It's regarding work.
Uh, Work's been quite dull of late.
I know it's dull, and there is a reason for that actually. I had a chat with a client last night, and they're not happy about what we're doing.
Well, all I can say is that I've been trying my best.
Jerry, you're the only guy in the natural process right now. And that means for the client, from their aspect, it doesn't mean much. So they wanted us to close the process down.
What?
We're closing down the night shift process, Jerry. I know, Jerry. I know how it feels. I know how it feels. Trust me. Just do one thing. Stay off for 2 months. Just 2 months. We'll get a process in place and we'll call you back.
As a child, I was told that when you die, you go straight to heaven where you sit on the clouds and eat rice pudding with a golden spoon. But after a couple of weeks, you'd probably start to hate rice pudding. Death is one avoidable constant in all our lives, and yet, it's the most ignored fact. The truth is that we are distracted. Everything else, other than death or everything around it, is a distraction. Life is just a waiting. For me, the wait is all about a hint. A hint that my life is worth living for. Hello. At home? Yeah, sure. Half an hour? Zen! Zen?
You know, Jerry, I often have this dream. She takes me by my hand and we fly. We are happy. Happy to be together. Suddenly, we stop. She stops smiling. She just vanishes into thin air, leaving me all alone in the middle of the ocean.
Look, man, I'm really ashamed of what I did. I really am.
You think your confession is going to change anything?
Listen, it's been hard for you, yes, man. Look, I'm not going through a great time either, man. So, can you just tell me why you want to see me?
Forget it. I changed my mind.
I don't know what people do when they're feeling down. Some eat, some drink their heart out. I draw. Strange things are happening in my life from last night on. An unexpected surprise in the office, a meeting with somebody whom I thought I'd never seen in my life, and this strange box which somehow showed up on my balcony this morning.
Strange.
Hi there.
Who are you? What is this place? Hey!
You are far away from your life, your worries, in a beautiful world. A world filled with great goodness, and where only happy souls strive. Jerry, from this moment on, the world, as you know it, is going to change. Your mind will now be open. Your perceptions will widen.
Who are you? Are you God?
Do you believe in a God, Jerry?
I'm not sure if I do.
Then no, I'm no God.
So, you're human?
No, but neither are you. At this very moment, we both are just threads of energies floating through an endless strip of darkness.
Darkness? All I see around me is a bright, beautiful landscape.
See? You're not seeing this. You're experiencing this. Your eyes are part of your physical self. Here, there is no place for the physical. Do you dream with your eyes, Jerry? You dream with your mind. Your mind has the ability to take you to places.
But it doesn't make any sense.
It won't. A half-empty pond, when filled with an ocean full of water, will not only flow over the pond but will submerge every little piece of land that comes its way. Your mind is similar to the pond. Give it time to settle. It will make sense. In a few moments, you will be sucked back into your physical body. But you must understand time is of essence here. I'll be waiting.
Forgive me my sins, O Lord. Forgive me the sins of my youth, the sins of my soul, and the sins of my body, my secret and my whispering sins, the sins I have done to please myself, and the sins I have done to please others. Forgive those sins which I know, and the sins which I know not. Forgive them, O Lord. Forgive them all of thy great goodness. Amen.
Get up. I knew you would come. Get up. Do you know what words do? They preserve.
What?
The truth?
You knew that I would come back.
I wanted you to know that this isn't something that your mind wanted you to see. In fact, it's nothing related to your mind.
I don't know what's happening to me, but I'm slowly regaining my faith.
That's a good thing. In your faith lies the fate of mankind.
So, there is a God.
Of course, there's a God. But the God, as you know it, never existed, or rather left us before we were born. Probably He created us, but we didn't turn out the way He wanted us to be.
I've thought long and hard about this stuff. So the gods have indeed left us.
Man wasn't made in a day, Jerry. It took centuries to engineer life on Earth. Man evolved into existence almost 3 billion years ago. Since then, he's been asking the very same question that he's asking now. Is there a God? Imagine the first man in the entire mankind to ask this question. He would have essentially lived the entire 3 billion years studying, analyzing and scrutinizing everything that came across his way. He would have lived in almost all realms of existence, Earth being one.
So, is he your God?
The only known God.
But how can a man live after death?
Perception. Everything that you have done, been doing, or will do is closely knit with your perception. Even the littlest of things have its own way of perceiving things. It's that perception that shapes your consciousness. Your consciousness is the only thing that remains even after death. It can never be destroyed. There's no heaven or hell, simply because there are no good or bad deeds. There are just deeds. Based on these deeds, one builds a world to live in after they pass over. Some create a heaven, some a hell. But the heaven and hell, as they imagined it, are equally delightful for the person concerned, because it was he who built it in the first place.
So, this is a world you created for yourself.
Death is not the end of life. We just pass on to a new life, a new world. A world created by us through our faith, beliefs and experiences. A world where we get immense pleasure and happiness. Your life is precious, not just for you, but for the entire mankind. Any other path of your life would have led you to a certain death. And I must warn you that the danger is still lurking around. I didn't create this place. You did. This is the garden, the place where you were born in your past life.
Zain?
You sick fuck! She's dead. Thanks to you, Jerry.
What? I don't know what's happening to me, but I'm slowly regaining my faith.
There's a reason your life has taken this turn, Jerry.
But how can a man live after death?
Death is not the end of life.
Every day, I open my eyes to my worst nightmare.
And I must warn you that the danger is still lurking around.
Darkness? All I see around me is a bright, beautiful landscape.
This is the garden, the place where you were born in your past life. Imagine the first man in the entire mankind to ask this question.
So, is he your God?
The only known God.
For as long as the mankind has existed, there were always people who asked themselves the most intriguing question: who am I? In fact, I was the first one to ask it. Having left behind a human existence on this planet, I was free to explore other dimensions and opportunities and be a creator myself. The world is a mysterious place. Mystery is that which we don't understand. Don't we love to figure out what it is all about? I had this remarkable urge that drove me to explore and experience, to go out where nobody has gone before, and to expand the limits of my understanding. Today, I stand here with all the answers in my hand. It all comes back to me now. Who we are, where did we come from, why are we here, where would we be going after this? It has took me ages to conceive this cognition. I am Adam. I have been here before, a long, long time ago. And this is my second coming.